Twin powers activate.
Form of neediness.
Sloppy hair extension.
Ready, Stace?
Ready, Darce.
Here we go.
It's our big hit.
Twins.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters.
Stacey is the one who's always got my back.
Yeah, Darcy's love life, that's a lot to unpack.
True.
Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing.
House of 11, we've had lots of guy trouble, that's well known.
I've got a fiancé and she's alone.
Wow.
All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. We've got tight faces, but in tight places, we think and we act as one. Take it, Darce.
Manifest our twin power.
Scooter bapa dee bahada
Adapa-da, do the twins. Appa-dapa, hat-ta-ga. Ooh, my boobs shake when I do that. Ooh, ooh-ah. Yo, it's Darcey and Stacey, Season 2, Episode 4.
Form of codependence.
Lies and Ex-Wives. Now, that's a good name of a show.
Lies and ex-wives.
Oh,
Kind of rhyme.
boy, the hits keep on coming with this. I love this show.
This was kind of nuts.
It was nutty. I love these women. Y'all, we start off and do we have any announcements? Who fucking cares? This was
I
so
don't
good.
care.
Y'all just
Let's just get
look-
into the
yeah,
show. This
yeah.
is Reality Gaze, Darcy and Stacey.
Yes, I'm Maddie, and this queen beside me is Miss
Reginald.
Reginald, a.k.a. Poodle, a.k.a. Slut.
Gladly.
Gladly. Y'all, Jake Anthony sitting beside me.
Hello.
Hello. That
Did you have a stroke?
yeah, I did cut it. Y'all, we open with that hair clip still in the back of Stacey's head. That little wow,
They must not like her. The crew.
Really?
I
think I don't know. I think they do like her. I think they just
think it's funny.
they're making fun of her.
They are two overly styled, overly touched, sucked and tucked clowns.
Oh,
They're clowns.
and they know it. And I bet Stacey watched this and she probably laughed.
She did.
And she was like, "Well, Florian, you didn't tell me my clip is out, Florian."
We did a meme and they both shared it.
They both retweeted it. Yeah,
And it was basically me
gagged.
being Stacey and Florian. So she'll explain to him what I was doing, probably. It's this.
I don't understand, Stacey. What is
What
meme?
is this?
What is meme?
Meme. I don't like meme. This is I had a thought too. You know, it was like
What?
that theme they have. No.
I like that
Why
music,
couldn't they find Lock Your Number? Why is that not the theme of the show?
Lock your number. Lock it on my
Song of the summer.
telephone.
Song of the summer.
Song of the summer.
The girls are like, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
And they're like dancing at the table, and the girls
They
are
played it
so
once
mortified.
at the public YMCA pool, and y'all danced and embarrassed me, Mom.
It's almost like maybe they couldn't. Maybe their record company wouldn't give them the rights.
Oh yeah.
And TLC said, "We're not paying the $200 for it."
No, we're not. No. Is that even on Spotify?
Oh, I can't
Is
imagine.
it? I don't know.
Lock your number. Lock your number up my phone. Song of the summer. But it's almost like the fact that they couldn't find their actual single. That's not the theme of their show.
Wow. They're on Spotify.
Play it.
If you didn't know about
Stop.
this, you're welcome.
This is the Silva Twins single, y'all. Lock Your Number. Silva Twins! We can't play a lot of it because we'll have to pay them.
They won't care. They'll be glad we paid it. Long intro. I'm kind of into this.
That's not their voices? Is it?
Yeah, they had like a rapper guest star.
When do they start? That is so auto-tuned. It's not even rhythmic.
They're so auto-tuned, they don't even sound like human voices. Can we do this one day in drag?
Yes.
Get ready, y'all. It's coming.
Not Okay, stop.
I've never listened to a song that waited a minute and 47 seconds to get to the chorus.
That was awful.
As a songwriter, that's not how long it should take you to get to a chorus.
No, they teach you that in pop song school.
There's only a minute and 55 seconds left on the phone. Or on the song.
Wow. Y'all, let's just get into this. I can't.
I love them so. I love that the cover art is them just having like Gucci phone cases, and then there's just numbers kind of superimposed all over the picture, and then just a pound sign. I love it.
They tried.
God, I love them. I love them.
Anyway, this is post the dinner where they've walked off from the dinner for the second time.
Yes.
And Darcey doesn't. She's like, I need to understand who Georgi is. I don't know.
Well, and you know why I love them? Because what I love about Darcey and Stacey is they have and not in it's not in like a narcissistic, self-involved way. I'm sure they can be self-involved.
Yeah.
I mean, we do a podcast and we talk about our families. We all have this in some way. But they don't mind as women. They both feel like they should take up space in the world. And a lot of women don't claim space in the world. And I kind of admire both of them. I admire them both for that.
They've been through so much self-help books.
They have, and
that tell them to do that.
And so they're like, we're going to do it. We're taking space in the world, silver power.
But
and
then
for you.
But then as soon as they start to do it, they become all of the stereotypes they shouldn't be.
Oh, for
like
sure.
Darcey.
For sure. For sure.
So they're talking about. Remember, you guys, the last episode they said, let's go talk to the ex-wife.
Let's go.
Great idea.
It's Stacey DM'd her, and so Stacey comes in.
Florian goes, this is not good idea.
Florian, I just think she wants answers.
Darcey, my sister, this is not a good idea.
What's fucked up? It's fucked up. Oh wait, no.
Gotta be your strength.
Y'all, who knew?
It's fucked up.
Who knew Florian would be such an... It was really sweet when he's like, Darcey's my sister.
MVP of this episode.
Darcey's my sister. I have her back.
I have the Darcey back.
My heart hurts for her. She's been down this road many times.
Gotta be your strength.
Y'all.
So strong.
And then Stacey goes in the bathroom. She comes out in a very intricate nightie.
Okay. Her boobs are busting out of those things like
bam.
A milkmaid.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Hooter time, y'all. It's Hooter time. And Florian's like, whoa!
Wow, Darcey! Yo, he gets very excited. He gets very excited. And he goes, oh, wow. And he just is kind of smiling. She gets in the bed. Yo, and so...
Hooter.
So he puts the covers over her. We just see a little peek
of her horse's tail.
We have some
mane.
audio that a lot of people didn't hear, and Actually, let's just go ahead and hear that.
However, this is still the clip. I'm still back here. Anybody? Can someone come and get me here?
Nancy,
Can someone?
move side here. You make me
Okay, he's
tired.
touching me.
Hello, extension.
I've had a long day. It's been emotional. I'd like just someone to take me out, please.
Stacey, please.
I'm
no,
not.
no, rub hands along,
Okay.
along abs.
Okay. All the other extensions are just mad at me for showing out. Someone, please.
And scene.
Insane. I enjoyed that Florian sex talk.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
No.
It's not that sexy.
There's
What do you think
there's
Florian
nothing about
said-
him that is
What do you
sexy.
think Florian says when I'm coming?
Oh God. Stacey, I come. I come. I come, Stacey. I come on you. Oh, Stacey. I had the Darcey back. And someone did point out that my Florian sounds nothing like the actual Florian. I'm aware.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's never been the point. So she's Darcey. Georgi comes in, and he says, Darcey, of course, says, I didn't feel like I was respected. I just want to go to bed. I'm very drained. Very drained.
Very drained.
And he's basically saying, nobody's stopping you. I will say, Georgie's getting a rough edit in the last 2 episodes.
I think he is too, and maybe it's just, yeah. We're gonna talk about that later. But
Yeah.
yes, I agree. Meanwhile, Stacey's like, I'm a little numb right now. Once again,
I mean, Darcey.
or yeah, Darcey. Yes. She's like, thought somebody was one thing, and then they're totally different.
She's already decided.
That's it. She has already decided that.
She also says she's gonna the ex responded, and they're going to see her tomorrow.
Yes.
And my favorite statement is, I'm not trying to compare relationships. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
That's exactly what you're going to go do.
Yes, you are. I mean, yes, you're not judging her or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're exactly. If you didn't want to compare relationships, then you wouldn't go you wouldn't meet her.
Right.
Meanwhile, Georgi comes. It's so awkward and quiet, and Georgie's like, this is what I'm going to say. It's almost like we missed something in the edit, because it does seem a little bit like they're mad at Georgi out of nowhere.
Well,
I'm kind of like, what did Georgi do?
there was a little bit.
What did he say?
He kind of responded. This is there. I think they're talking about the very end of last episode when Georgi was saying, "I told you I loved you," blah blah blah.
But even then, they kind of all came at him like he had done something wrong, and he was kind of. It basically almost reminded me of someone that agrees to. This happens in codependency, y'all. Someone who's codependent, they get resentful and they get angry for being taken advantage of. However, when they've been enabling somebody for like a year, and the person's kind of like, wait a minute, what? Why are you upset? Because we both kind of were operating under this one circumstance, and now you're all of a sudden upset?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. He's getting a... Maybe he is totally taking advantage of her, but he's getting a rough at it.
Do the Florian technique. Do a lot of listening and just nod your head, and then hopefully she won't take too much of your essence that night.
However, though, Darcey...
to inject into her boobies.
But Darcey's way different than Stacey's, because
That is
Stacey
true.
lets things go.
Yeah.
I mean...
Darcey just can't.
Darcey is mad at Georgi when she has no proof that he's cheated on her.
Right.
Been with anybody. Florian literally cheated on Stacey.
Yes, that is
and
true.
She still took him back.
That's true.
and said, let's just not talk about it anymore.
So the next morning, I think we're in the next morning, she's still upset. Georgie says their energy is not good. And they are going to meet the ex. They tell the boys they're shopping. And, of course, what do two straight men go do? They're going to go to the gym.
They're going to go to the gym.
And they're eating croissants there. I will say, y'all, don't talk about heavy subjects at breakfast. No one's really up. No one wants to fight at breakfast.
No.
I will say, someone tried to bring up, I'm like, no, this is a lunch conversation.
I was surprised because Darcey said, I'll get everybody breakfast. And I went, wait, Darcey made breakfast? And then I see it's just croissant. And I went,
I would crash so hard. I would crash so hard.
I think they were from like La Mademoiselle or what, like a famous bakery or what is that?
Madeleine.
Madeleine, yes.
Yeah, Madeleine.
Didn't they used to have that in Dallas?
Oh, yeah, it was so good. Their tomato soup from the Madeleine.
They don't have those here, do they?
No. I think they're still in Dallas. It was French food. It was
so
good.
It was really good.
And they had like the little restaurants. There was always like a fire inside. It was cute little seating.
They were good.
Felt very French bistro-y.
Don't have them here.
Nope.
You don't see a lot of French places.
LA hates chain restaurants.
It does.
Because the franchise fees are too expensive.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why we've said we missed things like Applebee's and and
that is
people
why we
laugh because we say that because in a lot of the country you can only find chain restaurants.
I haven't. I ate at Chili's in Ardmore, Oklahoma, for the first time in probably 6 years,
and it was delicious.
It was okay.
Yeah, there's something about eating a chain restaurant out here. That's
why we talk about. When's the last time you actually had Red Lobster?
Forever ago.
I think the last time I had Red Lobster was with you.
Yeah,
after a cabaret.
Because we'll go to restaurants around here. I mean, I'll eat it. The chain restaurant, I'll eat it as like a Tender Greens. I'll do that.
But literally, it was like probably 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Last time you ate at Outback Steakhouse? Wait,
I can't remember.
That was with you. I'm seeing a pattern of when I go.
No, because I'll say yes.
Oh yeah, I always drag you.
Yeah, I allow you.
I drag you to eat another loaf of pumpernickel bread.
It's delicious. So they are. Stacey's like, yeah. Thanks for letting us meet your friends, and we're just hoping to understand you. Just trying to see what you were like. And
I hope you didn't feel attacked.
You felt like you attacked, but
you
kind of flipped it on Florian, and I really didn't like that.
And he's like, yes, I was feeling attacked, and now you have same energy.
Yes, you do as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger. I don't have to share everything with him, yeah. And it's not a tumor.
So Darcey just bursts out, like, you feel like everybody owes you something, Florian.
Yeah.
And then she kind of goes,
she
sputters.
My favorite part is when she's kind of holding her hands and she goes like this.
Yeah. You can't see this, but she does purse her lips and she shakes. And Stacey does the same thing. Mm-hmm. She goes,
Here. Mm-hmm. Take a video of it. We'll put it on Instagram. This is meta.
No, you got to pause it.
No, I'm not pausing it. Press record.
Do it. We're doing video. This is Darcey.
We're doing the podcast right now, y'all. This is Darcey at the table
with an enormous ring light behind your head. Right. Yeah, you're very selfish.
Get it out for yourself. Get it out for yourself, Georgie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. All right, that's it.
That was meta.
I didn't like that.
I enjoyed it. Maybe we should have somebody just filming on their camera the whole time while we do our podcast.
No.
Okay.
I just made a decision. So we are. She does say you're out for yourself. Me, myself, and I. And she's like, yeah, it's like our dad would say. I don't want to blow smoke up her ass. So this is gross, y'all.
Yeah, there's no dumb questions, Georgie. Dad says no dumb questions. But it does. I think Georgie should feel attacked. I don't get it.
This was. I know. I
don't see.
I think they're really lunging into him.
Where's the smoke? because I feel like they're just trying to make fire.
He does. He is. I will say this. He is evasive.
He is evasive.
And Darcey hates that.
That's
Silva
what this
sisters,
is about.
The Silva sisters, both of them, just can't handle not talking about everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And Florian just goes, yes. So Georgi and Florian go to the gym, and they're saying things like, you work out every day? Florian, I try. That's basically
Georgi just jumps on a pull-up machine and just
I got
starts,
an erection.
And y'all, he's working out, and so his arms just start kind of
His
gorging
arms
up.
are huge.
Oh, y'all,
He could wreck me.
one of the biggest
Absolutely
dicks in the
wreck me.
90-day multiverse.
But I said before, I don't think it's very pretty.
What do you
I don't
mean
think
not
it's an
pretty?
attractive. Like
I think it's beautiful.
Even for an uncut penis, I believe it's not. It has an. It's. I believe it's probably tapered.
Oh, okay.
So
Not
it's
thick on the
bigger.
end.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Like a big mushroom head,
No, it's not. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. It's got but it's really thick at the base.
like an atomic bomb kind of dick.
Yeah.
is what you,
yeah.
okay.
It tapers like a candle.
Okay.
And I believe it's a little bulky and bumpy.
Oh, Georgie, if you're listening, send us a pic. Let us know.
But y'all, pretty dicks are overrated sometimes.
I told Poodle, y'all, his
Although-
dick is so big. Whenever it's inside you, you just kind of go, oh, oh, and you can't think about anything else.
Yeah, you are. That's the definition of being in the present. Y'all, when you're being ramrodded by a huge penis, and all you can think of is
That's what
I'm being fucked.
That's what Gary Zukoff meant. Seat of the soul.
I'm being fucked. I'm being fucked. I'm being fucked. I'm being fucked. I'm being fucked.
There is something.
Every
You're
moment.
just in your head going, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening.
And you're listening to this with your kids in the car.
Yeah.
Hopefully with your earbuds in, you're like, yeah, been there.
Been there.
Been there.
Not with your father, but I've been there.
No, honestly, if you've settled with the best dick you've ever had, good for you.
Oh, good for
I
you.
can honestly say most of that really good dick is devil dick. It's never really going to pan out. It's all devil dick.
I wish I could say you're not right.
Yeah, it's all like the best of the dick, the best of the dick that you'll ever have. 5 to 10% of that is devil dick. You just have to discount that and think you'll never have it
If
again.
you settled with your devil dick and you tamed that devil dick,
Good for you.
Let us know. Good for you.
That rarely happens.
Good for you.
So they're at the gym.
But that basically is, you're right. That is, I kind of was really expecting this to be a funny conversation. It was kind of
it was-
wah, wah.
And Florian says it's fucked up that you compare my situation with your situation because you've been here for 10 years. I've been here for 1 year. I quit my job, moved with my family, and Georgie's like, I quit my job. He's like, yeah, bro, but it's not the same.
And Georgie said, yeah, I quit my job. He said, I bought her $1,000 on her birthday. I put it on my credit card.
Yeah.
I buy her gifts. I did see on Georgie's Instagram, he has an Insta story, and it says, help. There's a picture of a sock with money in it. It says, help me with the sock money. Book me on Cameo.
Stop.
It was really like tongue-in-cheek. It was actually
That's funny.
It was
but,
funny.
So
What if I booked a Cameo from you from Georgie and asked him to be shirtless?
how much is it?
$39.
I don't want you to ask anyone. That's gross. I don't think you should ever ask anyone to be shirtless on their cameos.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Please.
Your face was just
People
so
ask you
incredulous.
to put on a wig and ride a fucking Peloton machine for it.
That's
I
true.
can ask someone. People ask you to judge the size of their husband's penis by a picture. People have asked me to tell them the sex of their child. You've had that.
Oh, come on.
We've had these things. We can ask someone to be shirtless
I guess
in a
it
cameo.
it feels like harassment.
Just say no.
That's true.
Don't
You're
take
right.
my cameo.
So Florian
Be different
saying,
if it's a woman.
yes. Florian is saying things like, no, Georgie never wrong. Georgie never wrong.
Because Georgie, y'all, this is kind of where I kind of went, oh, okay, I can see what Georgie's
I see
talking
their point.
about. Because Florian brings up a great point, and Georgie's like, nope, what did I say? I have nothing to apologize about.
It's very Mike and Natalie. It's a whatever.
Como se dice whatever in
Bulgarian. So he basically says, Georgie says, she's like, she always has questions. And Georgie says something that really makes sense. Georgie says she's always going to question everything anyway.
Yeah, he gets it.
And he's
he
right.
Gets it.
He's right.
I mean, what's the point? Because he could give her all the love in the world, and she would, oh, wow.
Get off your phone. What is that? What is it?
That's whatever in Bulgarian. How we use that?
I can't read Cyrillic. No, kaboto? Yeah, I think the anglicization isn't really working.
It looked confusing to me. I'm not going to try to attempt it.
Yeah, Bulgarian is not something I'm familiar with.
Shocking. I mean, because you've been.
I know.
Traveled Bulgaria.
A lot of those. I haven't been.
Oh,
there.
you haven't been to Bulgaria?
No. The only Eastern European countries I've been to are
the Czech Republic.
The Czech Republic is the farthest east I've been.
We need to take a Dick Riviera reality.
Oh, I would
case
love
tour.
that.
We've got to go,
and it would need to be on Below Deck Med.
That's where they are now. Can we combine?
Could we? What if we did a Below Deck Med tour?
They're never going to have us on. Sure. And
I'd tell Captain Sandy about how much of a bitch she was.
Do you know those are like $150,000 or something like ridiculous like that?
Is there a smaller option available?
There's cut to me and Poodle in a blow-up life raft just rowing around Croatia.
Is there an economy option available?
And Poodle just yelling at me.
Stroke. I'm just sitting there trying to get sun on my face.
That's how that's going to work. Anyway,
Stroke monkey.
So yeah, Georgie's like, she's never going to be happy, no matter what. And what am I going to do? And he said, I really thought Florian would be on my side. He said, but
nobody's
no one
on
is
my
my side. Cut to y'all. This is real short. But baby, Daddy Silva's taking the girls shopping for a car.
Daddy Silva.
Because it's.
But he
Aniko's
says we're just looking.
We're just looking.
And she's, of course, Aniko picks out a blue Land Rover.
No, it's a Jeep.
Oh, it's a Jeep.
It's a Jeep. It's not Land Rover. It's a Jeep. And so she picks out a Jeep, and they're like, "What kind of car did mom have?" And he's like, "They had a Volkswagen, dependable car." And they're both like,
And she's like, "But he's like, getting it. But they wrecked it the first year they had because they didn't respect it."
So that's why you're going to get a job and work for a car. I love that response. She went, "That's so annoying."
They're typical 16-year-old and 15-year-old.
But y'all, he's going to make her work for that car.
I must say, I'm not going to tell any of you how to raise your kids, but my first car, I had to work for. I'd earn half the money before I was given anything.
Oh, really?
I had to earn half of it. And then my parents helped me with the other half.
I think that's good.
And you know what I did? And guess what? My brother was bought a car. For some reason, I guess my parents just gave up.
It was the other way with my brother. So my dad made a thing.
But I was saying, my brother wrecked his car in a year.
Okay, so here's same for my brother.
Yeah.
My dad told my brother, because my brother was, I look back on, I think my brother was dyslexic, but because he's way smarter than me, but he just had trouble in school, and he didn't apply himself. And so they said, if you apply yourself, and my dad kind of like made a chart, like if you get straight A's, I'll get you a new car.
Yeah.
If you get A's and B's, I'll get you a used car.
Yeah.
And it kind of dwindled down, and he said, if you get D's, I'll get you a tricycle. And so it was a joke, but he said, this is how we do it. Well, my brother was making like C's and stuff at the time.
Yep.
And so, but my dad got him a nice truck.
Yeah,
like nicer than what he promised.
Didn't go back on it. Yeah.
And he wrecked it in 6 months.
Yep.
Whereas I...
Probably because of his guilt for the divorce.
Maybe. But no, he didn't get... That wasn't... He got divorced when I got a car. Whereas I had to take my brother's old car, probably because they were getting divorced and he was paying for it. But the reason I got a brand new car when I was 18, because I had straight A's.
Yeah.
And he held me to it.
Well,
and guess what? I didn't wreck my car.
You didn't wreck your car.
Just like you didn't.
I did not wreck my car.
So I think it's because I told my dad I was going to work, but I was doing so much extracurricular activity stuff. My dad said he didn't actually want me to work because he said I had to go to work when I was 13. So if you're doing good in school and you're making straight and you're involved, he said if you're coming home every night doing nothing, you're going to go to work.
All my work was done in the summer.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I was never allowed to work during the year either.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, so that's what. So yeah, it's good y'all to have rules for your kids like that.
I agree.
2 gay men offering parenting advice. There you go. I feel like every time we do this, Jackie goes, Christ.
She gets more gray hair every time. I mean, her first gray hair.
Her first gray hair. So, y'all, that's going to be the deal. We'll see what kind of car she gets. We should probably take a break.
We should take a break.
All right, we'll be right back. Speaking of
mid-show announcements,
inappropriate things said to people. Actually, we got our Facebook group shut down, and we thought it's because of something we did or someone said something. Yeah. Ironically, y'all, and we're not making it up, we'll show you the receipts.
Yep.
The group was shut down. Jackie and everybody
it's our
freaked
sissy
out.
Squad.
Our sissy squad.
Join our sissy squad, y'all. We have fun in there. It's our Facebook group.
We have a good time in there. And so good, in fact, that we messaged Facebook and we're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
And they emailed us back 2 hours later and said...
Oh, sorry, my bad. Our bad.
They literally said, our bad. That was on us. And I guess this was like a week ago. I guess a lot of Facebook
groups
were
being erroneously shut down. However...
So we didn't do it, but it's brought up a good point of us being proactive and making sure that our group does not get shut down because, y'all, Zuckerberg's watching.
Yeah, and you can get zucked for just saying, like, fuck, or especially bitch. Bitch is a hate speech.
Considered hate speech.
I said I wanted to kill someone, and of course, I was
flagged. I love that when I get an email. Your admin and creator said something that was horribly inappropriate.
I think I said it was someone I said needed to be ritually murdered. It was pretty brutal.
So, and I know we say these things and we don't mean them literally.
No, I did not.
But Facebook takes it. So, y'all.
Because the algorithm.
If you want to say you're a dick pig, that's great. Don't type the word dick. Put an eggplant.
Emojis are your friends.
Emojis are your friend. Don't type the word pussy. Put a picture emoji of a cat.
Or even better, bitch seems to be extremely volatile.
Yeah. If you want to say someone,
use the little B emoji.
Now, again, not people in the squad. We only make fun of people on the reality shows.
Right.
But if someone is being a B, they just put a little B emoji.
Yeah.
And if you want someone murdered, don't say anything at all, poodle.
I learned that lesson.
Anyway, y'all. Thankfully, we're still up and going. We haven't got shut down, but we thought this is a good time.
It's a good time.
Also,
emojis are your friends, y'all. Be careful.
Don't show your tits.
Yeah. And don't post actual pics of penises.
I know some of you you think we're being funny.
You should see what we get.
People get very excited and they're like, oh my God, look at this guy's dick. And we're like, you can't put that on Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg just went. Anyway, back to Darcey and Stacey. So y'all, they're going to see Octavia.
They're getting in that Suburban, big old Suburban.
The horsehair is out. Stacey's got hers in a high pony.
Stacey's driving. Darcey's in the driver's seat. They get in the car.
Stacey's got so much eye makeup on for the day.
She does.
Yeah.
Stacey, and so they get in the car and they sit there and they lock the door and then Stacey just kind of looks at Darcey. You sure you want to do this? Yeah. Wow. If he's going to be my daughter's stepdad, I got to make sure he's who he says he is. And if you notice, y'all, Stacey supports Darcey in her own way. And we brought this up, I think, last season. Stacey just undermines Darcey's confidence so
over and over again.
Did you notice how Stacey kept saying to Darcey, "You feeling nervous?" And Darcey's like, "No, I'm good.
She's like,
strong. I'm feeling strong."
Because I'd feel nervous if I was going to talk to my...
What? You would?
I feel nervous if I was going to talk to my ex-wife. Because look
What?
at her. She's
Why?
gorgeous.
Why would you- oh,
you
she
saw her.
is.
You saw her in the...
She is. She's real pretty.
She's gorgeous.
She's real pretty. She's real young.
She's
too.
young.
Oh.
Look at those boobies.
Oh.
Those probably aren't even enhanced.
Oh, well. Wow, that's some good boobs.
And like when she was saying, maybe he never loved you. There is a level of just twin competition they will never outgrow.
Never outgrow. And it's my favorite moments of Stacey and Darcey.
It is. Yep. Maybe he's using your money. I will have your back. I mean, you might be a loser, but you're my loser.
So
You might be completely unlovable, but I love you.
I'm ready. So y'all, they do walk in. They meet Octavia. She's
Gorgeous. She's a fucking
Beautiful,
knockout.
Beautiful black woman. We're saying that because the topic of race comes up.
Right.
Beautiful, gorgeous. And so...
And she's younger.
Young. She's probably maybe 28.
Yeah.
Maybe a good 30 if she's had
Yeah.
good work. So,
You know, as soon as they walked in there and Darcey saw her in person, like, oh, God, she's real young. Uh-oh.
yeah, you can tell she was
was
But I know
intimidated.
she made that face like when you eat a pickle.
She is.
Yep. And so they go and sit, and Darcey sits down. And she says, "I'm grateful. I have a lot of questions." And
Yeah.
Octavia's like, "Look,
She does say, we got a lot going on in our lives right now, but we really need to ask you.
And Octavia's like, as women, a lot of us, she's like, we go through the same thing. She's like, I'm not here to bash Georgie, but I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, and I want to make sure we give each other grace.
Yes.
As women, which is a great thing to say.
Cut to Darcey saying, "Thank you for meeting me. I'm sorry it didn't work out." And Octavia says, I'm not sorry at all.
That was my favorite moment when she's like, sorry it didn't work out. You're not sorry.
You're not, yeah. And Octavia's like, I'm not either.
So
it reminds me, oh, shit. Oh, no, I don't remember this, but I remember it.
Shocking.
There's a country song. Oh, no, it's not a country song.
This is going well.
It reminds me of like the beginning of The Boy Is Mine when she's like, "Hey, girl, I need to talk to you."
Yeah.
And then Monica was like, "Yeah, what do you want to talk about?" And she's like, "Well, I need to talk about that boy." Which boy? You know what I mean? It was like this woman to woman talk that was very popular in the 90s.
It was. Girl, we got to level with one another.
We got to level. Whitney Houston did this too.
Yes.
What is that song? This is a remake of my life.
Again,
I was
B-sides.
a fool too many
B-sides.
times. Enjoy it now, because it won't last.
What song
Same
is that?
script, different cast.
That was near the end.
That was near the end. That was near
But
the
she
end.
could barely sing.
Y'all, I think a sissy said this. If you haven't seen the woman who does, like, she's a 90s vocal teacher.
I've not seen it. No.
Oh, I saved it. I thought for you. It's a woman, and she's like, "Hi, my name is." It's a joke. It's all comedy.
Yeah.
She's like, "My name is like, Mary Shipley or whatever," and she's like, "And I teach 90s vocal technique."
Oh my God.
And she's like, "This is what I call the SWV," and she's going, and she says to her student, she's like, "It's like having a seizure. I need you to just shake." It's so good.
I need to watch that.
You would love it. Sissy, send it to Poodle. Y'all don't send stuff to Reality Gaze. We miss it because we get so much.
We get a lot of
If you want
stuff.
Poodle to see something, send it to
me.
Jake it or Fake it.
Yeah.
If you want me to see it, send it to them at Tamar.
So
And not Reality Gaze. We get a lot.
She starts in saying, it's sometimes he ignores me for a couple days, which is not really true.
And she's just nodding her face like,
Yeah.
I
And
see you.
she's like, it's always he always has his way. She says, "Yep, he always has to have his way. That's why we call him Princess."
Yeah, that's what Octavia says. That's why we call him princess.
And they both twins went,
And then Stacey just immediately launches into the clothes to birthday date.
We were, for my birthday, we were buying clothes, and all of a sudden, he's like spending like $1,000. I'm like just sitting out here going, where's my turn? Stacey's still bitter about not having clothes.
A little bitter. And then Darcey's like, yeah, that's true. Spend a lot of money. Spend a lot of money on clothes. A lot of monies. And then Stacey starts then just asking her, how much, Darce? How much? And Darcy's trying to keep talking.
How much, Darce?
I wanted to talk about. Okay, I wasn't going to talk about that yet.
How much?
Okay,
Tell her.
$50,000.
And Octavia went, oh. And then she, in the moment, she's like, I was very concerned when she said that she spent $50,000 on clothes for him.
She said,
because that's a lot.
She said, tell his ass no.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Darcey can't do that.
It's because his ass is beautiful.
But also, it would not matter. Darcey just can't tell men no.
No, she can't. She can't tell. I don't think she can tell anyone no.
And Georgi likes nice things.
He does.
And he has no problem with saying, can you get this for me?
I think this is not a case of Georgi taking advantage of her. I think this is Darcey and Stacey meeting a beautiful model in Miami. She needs a good arm piece that looks good on television. Yep. I think she does, and she ended up falling in love with him and cares for him because I think Darcey can talk herself into love with anyone.
Oh, yeah.
So
she could fall in love with one of us. No.
Why are your lights flickering?
They are flickering.
Is it a gay club in here? Nobody had to bring here.
Well, waste your time.
It's so. But I think this is a case of not Georgi's taking advantage of her. They've met, and under certain unwritten, unspoken rules, and now Darcey wants to change the rules.
Yeah.
I think it's more of that. And Octavia says to Darcey, says to Darcey, she's like, again, like a 90s song, woman to woman. And they all, Darcey and Stacey kind of lean in and with their lips, just like they're going to suck her out, her essence. And she's like, his girlfriend before, because Darcey said, does he have a type?
Yeah.
And she said,
not you.
Yeah, because she said the girlfriend before, all the people he's been in relationships with,
have been black women.
She was a black woman. She was a model. I've only seen him with black women,
and
except for one non-black woman
who was a woman of a certain wealth
and Darcey
and
goes,
age.
Again, that pickle face, or like, no, Stace, no,
and she's
no,
like,
no,
and at one point, she's like, and I found him on a Sugar Mama website. What? Sugar Mama. I
I'm not going to be his sugar mama.
Sugar Mama. Told you.
Not going to be his sugar mama. Tell you that right now.
Sugar Mama.
And so Darcey kind of says, well, how did things end? And Octavia basically says he wasn't there, I
think Octavia is being super generous here by telling them all this because she doesn't owe them a fucking thing.
Well, casting's paying her.
That's true.
But, I mean, I think she's his real girlfriend, but...
No, she's real ex.
But Octavia's like, it's not about being accountable. He didn't let me in. Eventually, enough is enough. And she tells Darcey, you need to be selfish.
Put yourself first. And Darcey went...
I do. Thank you. And then Octavia says, yeah, and then he told me he was divorced, but I haven't received anything in the mail.
And
Stacey goes,
oh,
really? Wow. She's like, yeah. And Darcey said, well, he told me his divorce is finalized, but I never saw the papers.
Stacey does keep saying,
wow. Stacey again,
wow.
The voice to make Darcey feel better says, wow, Darce.
He could not even be divorced.
Octavia, you're still married? You're still married? Darce, did you hear that? And Octavia says, unfortunately, and then when Stacey goes, wow. Wow.
You're right. She made it. Stacey made the situation 10 times worse.
10 times worse. It was, when she said wow, it was chef's kiss.
Wow.
Y'all, if we didn't have too much Fuckboy Island to cover this week,
we would film that.
We would have filmed that, but we've got too much podcasting to do.
And I will say, and then so Stacey's
there's
doing
still more.
Stacey's doing the kind of like motivational speech on the way to dinner. You don't deserve this. You're not an ATM machine. You're a person with a heart and a soul. You're giving. You're very giving. I'll be damned if he takes advantage of you.
I don't like how my brain.
And then y'all,
This is my worst fear. It's gonna be true.
She reaches over with her awfully gaudily nailed hand and takes Darcey's gaudily nailed hand.
And they hold hands. And y'all admit it. This
fucking awful nails.
When you watch yourself, but doesn't a part of you go?
Yeah,
it clutches your chest and you go, I love them.
Yeah.
And then they're on the way to dinner and Stacey's like, all right, twin power, activate. And they go.
Georgie's wearing this ridiculous fake fur.
What's the one he bought before on Stacey's birthday?
Yeah.
That she's
upset. And y'all, it's not cold enough. He just likes nice things.
Well, it is December in D.C.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, it's Christmas shit everywhere.
Yep.
Remember when Darcey was outside waiting?
Right.
It's cold. Gotta pee.
So they're getting oysters, and they're like, aphrodisiac city. Florian takes one look at the oyster and goes, ew, I not eat this, Jesus Lord.
Jesus Lord.
I not eat these.
Darcy's like, it's aphrodisiac. Ugh.
And so he's feeding
Get
her.
you going.
He's feeding her the oysters. We all know how I feel about people feeding people.
And her face. She fed it to her and she goes, whoa.
I know, she didn't like it either.
And she kind of looks like a frog. And so then they're kind of sitting there. You know what?
Spiraling,
we weren't
y'all.
planning on doing this,
God.
but I just feel it.
Yep.
Y'all.
Let's feel it out.
She's sitting there, but it's time for a Darcey and Stacey theater.
And he's just taken off his coat.
He's taking off his coat.
I'm
Y'all,
hooked.
imagine it's dead silent and action.
Oh, you're feeding her an oyster. That's love. That's love. That's cute. Ah, that's nice.
Do you love me? Do you love me, Georgie?
Of course I love you. Do you love her?
Tell
her you love her. Tell her you love her.
Yes, Stace. Yes. Do you love me as a person? Do you respect me?
Of course
Do you love my chachis?
I love you.
You love my Joni?
I love you as a person.
Yeah, you love my Jonies and my chachis?
Yeah, I love all your Jonies and chachis.
You have some happy days with me?
Yes, I want all of your happy days to
Are
be
you
yours
divorced?
and
Did
mine.
you see papers? I haven't seen papers. I haven't seen papers.
She doesn't see papers. She doesn't see
Stace,
papers,
Stace,
Stace.
I haven't seen papers.
Georgie has seen the papers.
Papers. You know what?
Papers.
Tell me, Georgie. Tell me, Georgie.
I want oyster.
I saw your ex-wife today. Yeah. We saw Octavia. We
Oh,
saw Octavia.
can't believe
Somebody,
you did that.
Where's the mic drop? Where's the mic drop?
She was gorgeous. We went there and
Didn't have to
we
say that,
still,
Stace.
We still can't believe.
She wasn't that pretty.
I mean, like she looks at least 25 years younger.
Okay,
than,
we got it,
than Darcey.
Stacey. Got it. Got it, Georgie. Confirmation I need it.
So,
You never like me.
Georgie, I want to know. Was she your sugar mama? Is she your sugar mama? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Sometimes I do not want to date young girls, but I still think I get honesty from you.
I deserve better than this.
I'm ready for a forever love. You deserve it, Darce.
Thanks, Stace. Twin power. Activate.
They get up and leave.
And they leave. And Georgie and Florian are still hungry.
Are you going to eat that?
And scene.
There's a lot of rolls in that.
That was a lot of rolls.
I wrote down, will they ever finish a dinner? Will the Silvas ever finish a dinner? I hope they're actually eating after. Like they stop at Carl's Jr. on the way home.
At least get some curly fries.
Anyway, God, I love this show.
It's so good. It's so good.
I hope if you don't watch the show, if you don't watch the show, if you only listen to the recap, do yourself a favor. It's a fun, frilly show.
Yeah.
They get the joke, y'all. The Silvas get the joke.
It's a great show.
Yeah. I don't know if Georgie gets the joke.
I don't know if he does.
Yeah.
Florian didn't get it last year. Now
No.
he's much so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Think Georgie and Darcey are going to work out?
No.
You don't think they are?
No.
I don't know. I actually am totally in the middle. I don't know. I think if he turns things around, she'll take him back.
I think they'll be together through the end of this season. I don't think they are endgame.
I don't know if they are.
She needs to grow up a little bit more and not be the older woman with a younger boy
I don't
toy.
know if Darcey could ever be with someone and be normal.
I don't know either. Yep, that's the difference between her and Stacey. Stacey, I think, understands compromise.
Stacey can kind of ground herself a little bit. Where Darcey,
just an emotional spiraling mess.
I want her and Georgie to work out.
I don't know. There's a little bit. I feel like he might just be in it for the fame. I don't know.
I kind of think so.
Maybe that can make it work. I don't know.
I just hope we get to see his dick.
That'd be nice.
That's the show, everybody. There you go. Darcey and Stacey on TLC. We love it. Hey, go to realitygazepodcast.com. You can see, what can they see there? All of our shit.
All of our shit.
When's the new merch coming?
Next week.
Okay, just checking everybody.
You can find us on Instagram at Reality Gaze Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Reality Gaze Pod. Y'all come at us on Cameo. We are there. And if you're an Apple Podcast, leave us a 5-star. Are you putting up my nail file?
Yeah, you're going to lose it.
Thank you. Thank you for fixing my life.
Boy, you are finally welcome.
Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
That's what I wanted to hear for 10 years.
Leave us a
That reminds me, I got to call the housekeeper for you.
I
got to go. I got to do stuff for Poodle.
Leave us a 5-star review. If you don't know what to write, keep going, Queens.
Y'all, if you've got a best friend and you want him to get shit done, call the housekeeper. Or the second best thing, manifest it.
Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister. And Lord help the sister that comes between me and my man.